I need somebody to tell the Gorilla Glue girl I have figured out how to fix her hair. And I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to tell it until I get in contact with her. But I just called my grandma, who is a medical professional. And she confirmed, she checked with a few of her friends. And they confirmed that I'm right. And this whole time, I've been thinking to myself, like, okay, so here's the thing. When I first saw her on the blogs, I immediately said to myself, well, it's simple. You just blah, 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 blah. And then the more that I kept seeing her story, I thought, well, maybe I'm wrong. Then I saw that she had gone to the ER. The saline solution wasn't working. So I tested my theory on an old wig. And I'm right. I just hung up with my grandma and I was like, it worked. No, it's not peroxide. She had to cut all her hair off. I am Tanya J. They said she cut her hair off. She didn't cut all her hair off, though. She just cut the ponytail. Okay, she just cut the ponytail, right. But to get it off her hair, off her actual head, I figured it out. Well, I don't know. Y'all are giving me conflicting stories. You're saying she cut it all off. She's bald like Fire Marshal Bill. Somebody's saying the picture is fake. Somebody's saying it's not acetone. It's not saline. Those aren't going to work. It's not alcohol. That's not going to work. And anti-adhesive removal is going to burn her skin. I'm not selling it to the Gorilla Glue company. Here's what happened. And the reason why I'm not going to tell y'all is because I don't need nobody trying to take credit for my genius. So what happened was I seen her story, right? And immediately when I saw it, I was like, why would she keep it on for a month? The answer is obvious. So then the more I saw her story, I was like, well, maybe I'm tripping. Went on about my little business, child. So then day before yesterday, I called my grandma and I was like, have you seen the story? She was like, yes, I saw it. I said, okay, this is what I think would fix it. And my grandma said, let me check with a few of my medical friends. And she was like, you're right. That's going to fix it. So I said, I'm going to test it. I tested it on an old wig, and it took 22 hours to get the glue off. I salvaged almost all of the hair on the wig. And some of it, okay, so by the time I got it out, the wig hair was dry, it was brittle, and some of the pieces actually broke at the wig cap, but only on the circumference though, where the hair was thin, right? Because it was a frontal. So, frontal. So it broke off one here, and a big piece down at what would be the nape of the neck. But the middle was dry and it was damaged, but it was salvageable. So then I was like, well, let me see how much of the hair is damaged. And if I cut it, wash it, deep condition it overnight, rinse it, treat it, soak it overnight, rinse it, air dry it, flat iron it, will it work? And hair is shiny, hair is new, couple bald patches. But I came to the conclusion that in the middle of the head, right, the hair wasn't directly exposed to the Gorilla Glue. It was indirectly exposed, but it was also protected because the rest of the hair was covering it like a cap. So the outside of the hair took the brunt of the glue. When you do like this and you use your fingers, you use a brush, you use a comb or whatever, you put the gel on, like when you do a ponytail, you put the gel on, you brush it to make sure it's flat and there's no lumps and bumps and it's smooth, and you swoop it and whatnot. You get a little glue and gel on the rest. So I figured it out. And I just got off the phone with my grandma, and she was like, you're smart. She was like, I don't know how nobody told her already when the answer is that obvious. I don't know how to get in touch with her. I DM'd her, but I'm sure she's got crazy DMs. And obviously it's not that obvious. Well, I'm not telling you guys because I don't need anyone running off with my genius. I don't need anybody running off with a very obvious answer. Like, oh, I figured it out. No, y'all niggas didn't figure it out. I figured it out, and I was right. And yes. And you don't have to be a detective. You just had to pay attention in chemistry to know how to dissolve an adhesive. I am going to wait. I'm not going to give it away right here. But if somebody, heat is involved, you do need heat. I will confirm if somebody knows the answer. If you think you're smart enough, I do want my credit. Because everything else I do in this world, in this lifetime, guess what? Bitches be watching, lurking, not liking, not commenting, not supporting, but copying. And not giving credit where credit is due. Always trying to act like I'm not that bitch. And I am. And I'm tired of it. So yeah, I want my credit. It has to be melted, correct? You do need hot water. Hot water, heat, no soap. Okay, join me on, I'm going live on the other phone.